All right, Stephen. Big announcement from SIOS. They announced LifeKeeper version 9.7 last week, and there is an exciting new feature if you're a SAP HANA user. LifeKeeper now has multi-target replication that allows you to have more options to keep your data consistent. Some of the features that they've added in 9.7 include the ability to add extra nodes to the replication cluster. You are able to restart replication from a failed node and have it take over as the master. And if there is an issue with replication, you can do failback. You can resume replication. Lots of really exciting stuff for people that are trying to keep the data consistent. Stephen, you had a chance to sit down with SIOS and talk to them about this. What do you think stands out from this announcement?
Yeah, you may not be familiar with SIOS, but they are quietly building a very, very cool product. And with this announcement, I'm going to just come out right out and say it that if you use SAP HANA, you really, really owe it to yourself to check out this product. I don't usually, endorse products that I haven't really used, but man, this thing sounds pretty cool. Essentially, what they're doing is they're enabling high availability of SAP HANA environments not just within a region, but across regions. So essentially, you can have basically a failover within your region that will continue to operate. You can fail back very, very simply. You can fail over outside the region. You can fail over within and continue replicating outside. You can fail back inside. You can fail back to the other one. Essentially, any combination you can think of as for high availability of SAP HANA. It sounds like SIOS is doing that here. And that's, pretty amazing. This is one of those battles that those of us in the storage and high availability world have been fighting for a long time. One of the problems with solutions like this traditionally is that it was possible to do it, but it was so incredibly fidgety that even if you could figure out how to get it working, it was just incredibly difficult to keep it working and to make it happen, when you need it the most is when things are failing. And often what would happen is you would have a system that kind of mostly sort of worked with a bunch of scripting and a bunch of, hand tuning and stuff, but it didn't really work. And then, again, to add insult to injury, the problem is once you kind of fail over to something, how do you get back to operation? And how do you protect that? That's a huge issue with a lot of high availability software. Essentially, I've failed over. It's running. That's all well and good, but I'm no longer protecting that. I no longer have HA for that. Now, what happens if that dies too? Well, you're kind of up a creek. And this solution attacks exactly that problem in a way that is really pretty cool for SAP HANA. That being said, SIOS is a small company. They have limited resources. They're very focused on this solution. I think that it's definitely worth checking it out. Again, if you're a HANA user, beyond that, well, I just can't wait to see what they do with this technology in other environments.